What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Mystical Mermaid. All right, y'all. So we have another pick a card reading. This one is, what are their first impressions of you? Okay, this could be anyone. All right, anyone. What are their first impressions of you? Okay, I'm going to get some charms. I'm going to get some letters. We're going to get into it. Okay, so I have 3 options today. I did choose something for you to choose from. Okay, I know lately I've been having you guys choose from numbers because I want you to really tune into your intuition, but today I gave you different things to choose from, all right? I do want to mention that I am open for personal readings. If you would like a personal reading, email me at MysticalMermaidLight@gmail.com, y'all, okay? Your girl is open. I want to thank you guys for the comments, for the emails, for the tips, just for all, like, even the tips on, like, different readings to do. I appreciate that, as well as those of you who have followed me over on TikTok. And if you came from TikTok on here, hello, and thank you so much, because it's popping over on TikTok, y'all. It's popping over there, and I love it. And I just feel like, just to be transparent with you guys, I feel more received. I feel like I'm being received better over there, and it's just a quicker pace of, like, posting. It's just a different energy. I love YouTube, but TikTok is strongly, I love TikTok. So I never thought I would say that, but yeah, your girl is loving TikTok. I'm loving the vibes over there. I'm loving the energy. So yeah, follow me on both platforms, okay? And if you are over here watching this video, please subscribe, okay? Please subscribe, like, comment. It would be a beautiful energy exchange. Whenever you guys watch these videos, know that we're pouring a lot of our energy into these videos. All readers, all tarot readers, astrologists, we pour a lot of spiritual energy, especially those who are really tuning into their intuition and channeling, or mediums, psychics. We exhaust a lot of energy into these readings. And so that's why, you know, it's just, it can take a while for us to post more videos. It could take a while. Like, if we post a bunch of videos back to back, we might go on a little hiatus, because it's like you can kind of get burnt out just energy wise, especially if you're doing personal readings or if you're on other platforms. So I just want to put that out there for those of you who didn't know that it takes a lot of energy to do these readings. And just keep that in mind when you're watching other readers, when you watch me, but when you're also, you know, booking readings, just know that it takes some time to recharge, to reset, and to tune in. So much love to all the fellow readers, much love to you guys, and yeah, let's get started and let's have fun. All right, I do not, oh, I forgot to mention this, I do not have a PO box, y'all. Someone asked me that in the email. I don't have a PO box. I've been thinking about getting one, because I obviously don't feel comfortable using my actual address. But I'm thinking about it. But for now, you guys can just tip me. You can tip me at 𝘕MysticalMermaid, I think, on Cash App, Magical Angel on PayPal, and I think it might be MysticalMermaidLight on Venmo. I gotta look at that. It's in the bottom of my description, and it's also on most of my videos. It's very much on my listing, my business listing, I believe. And heads up, if you use PayPal for readings, I'm gonna have to change this, you guys, because I'm barely getting anything from PayPal. For those of you who live in different countries who use PayPal, I may have to go, I hate doing this, but I may have to go up on my price. And I know my prices are already, like, can be high, because of, you know, just the energy I'm pouring into it, and to where I live. I'm in Los Angeles, and that's, everything's high here. Getting a reading is expensive. So, and it is what it is, because it's like I said, it's an energy service. It's not something just typical. It's where you're connecting with ancestors and spirits and passed on loved ones. Like, it's a deeper, you know, and angels, angelic beings. It's not really something that you can just charge, in my opinion, $40, $50 for. Like, that's, you're doing heavy work, and you have to spiritually cleanse. There's so much that's involved with doing personal readings, okay? So that's just something I wanted to say and put out there. But in regards to PayPal, the reason why is because by the time the amount of money makes it to PayPal. PayPal takes so much already. And then even to transfer it to my bank, it's going to take more money. So it's just like I'm barely getting anything from the readings at the end of the day from PayPal. I mean, I noticed it's just like that with PayPal. I don't know if it's always been that way, like over the years, but I've always had this issue with PayPal where I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. So heads up, I may look into Etsy and see if I'm vibing with Etsy to put, you know, to offer readings on there, but that might be more down the line. So I just want to let you guys know where my headspace is with some of that. I love you guys. Just thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the kind words. I really like reading the comments, and thank you for hanging with me and kicking it over here. Okay, so drop down below some pick a card readings or different types of readings you like to see. And yeah, love you guys. All right, option 1. You guys have the crescent green adventuring moon. Okay. Option 2, you have the dice. Option 3, you have either the sodalite or lapis lazuli necklace charm. Okay. All right. We're getting started into option 1. Wait. Let's do that again. Crescent moon, green adventuring, crescent moon, dice, number 2, the green dice. 3, the sodalite or lapis lazuli necklace charm. Dear Father God, Mother Goddess, please be present in this reading. Holy Spirit, please be present in this reading. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, please be present and please protect myself. Please protect my viewers. And please let us receive the clarity that we need for this reading. Ashe, and so it is. All right, let's get started. Option 1. Option 1, those of you guys who chose the crescent moon. What's their first impression of you? Let's get this going. Their first impression of you. Whoa. Well spoken. 4 of Swords. You speak when you need to speak. That's what I just heard. You speak when you need to speak. Okay. Oof, we have the Death card. There's something intense about your energy, yet very intuitive. This always makes me think of Frida Kahlo for some reason, the roses on her head. So someone could think that you have like this mysterious kind of energy to you. Some of you guys could actually have a darker aesthetic. That's not for all of you. But you know how you can just meet certain people and feel like an edge off of them, like an edginess, or just like this mysteriousness, like you feel like there's something more to them than what they're sharing. So hidden depth. That's what I just heard, hidden depth. And why are they showing me a hidden depth and they're showing me a vision of Johnny Depp? Someone has jokes here. There's something mysterious yet charming about you. And if you think about it, Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean, he had this mysterious kind of like, especially in the first movie when we didn't really know who he was, him and his little hand movement and his eyes, and you know, then you realize he's an actual clown. But this is giving like there's mystery here. Like there's a book inside of you. Like you're a story. You're giving like a mysterious person out of a novel. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. So some of you guys could have Earth in your chart. You don't have to, but they see you as grounded and stable. But there's some sort of mysterious energy about you. Some of you guys could actually have like a nerdy quirkiness to you, or a studious kind of vibe. Whether that's the fact that you actually that's the fact that you actually wear glasses, or if you have this studious apparel to you, or maybe they saw you and you looked presented like someone who was about business or about work, or someone who was studying. If you're a student, I'm here, student of life. They could just feel that you were very thoughtful, like you when you were in conversation, you thought about things in I'm hearing high demand, high quality, well, in depth. Like you really took time to process what was being said before you responded. You know how some people just respond and then they're like, oh, that's what you mean, or oh, let me say. It's like you took the time to gather your thoughts. You took the time to listen to whoever was speaking before you responded. And they felt like there's a certain maturity to the way you address things, but very thoughtful. There's something thoughtful about you. They could tell that you cared, like you genuinely cared about what you were sharing, what you were doing. They may even feel like you deeply cared about how you were dressed. There was something I'm hearing. You seemed intentional. You seem like a very intentional person. Yeah. So they felt like you were intentional, mysterious, a bit edgy, but it's more of like it's like I'm hearing someone say there's a deep mystery within this person. Who are they? You know, it's kind of like dramatic. Like you come off as maybe very like laid back, relaxed. You could have even been wearing like a plain dress or plain jeans and a shirt, depending on whoever you are and what, you know, whatever. You could just be super relaxed. You could feel like there's no mystery to me. This person felt like there was something hidden, like under like layers to you, like an onion. But they could feel like you were needing to rest from working. Maybe you seem tired. 11:11. Maybe it felt like you're a busy bee or a hard worker. Like you're the type of person who will work until like the wheels fell off. So maybe a perfectionist energy is coming through a bit. Whatever it is, you give your all. Now, for another group of you, this may be for all of you, but this feels almost like it's a bit of like an isolated kind of group, like a separate category. Some of you guys could be mediums, psychics, spiritualists, or into these types of things, because I am getting like an edgier energy here with the intuition of the moon and the death card, connection with otherworldly beings. Maybe maybe you've talked about grief or talked about spirituality, or maybe shared some sort of book or story. There's something about books and stories here. They feel like you have a book inside of you, or maybe there's something about sharing, talking about a book or a play, writing, poetry. Child wounded. So you could have shared something that you have been through, or they could just tell that you've been through something, but yet you have the Hermit, seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. So they see you as someone who steps away to take care of themselves. The Four of Swords here, you're not afraid to take a step back and retreat, to rest, to get more knowledge. So they could see you as a hermit, or they could see you as someone who's a loner, lone wolf. Maybe you're ambivert. You know how to be social when there are people around, but you kind of retreat every now and then. You may even drift off while people are speaking and they wonder what you're thinking. And just when people feel like you're not focused or you're not paying attention, you can snap back into the conversation just like that. We have child wounded, awakens compassion, desire to serve others. Wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Yeah, so you could be sharing something from your child, something that was hurtful or painful from your youth. That's not for all of you, but it feels like this person, they can sense that you're someone who's been through some things. So they find you mysterious. The crescent moon comes out again, a different charm with the crystal. They see you as intuitive, mystical, magical, feminine. The swan is here with the wings wide open. Yeah, open wing swan. So like they see you as graceful, intuitive. Some of you guys move very graceful. They're showing me like flowing fabric. So it's making me think of like a vacation. Yeah. She looks like she's on vacation, rest, sanctuary. Almost like a serene energy. But when you look into, it's like something about your eyes. There's this darkness about the eyes, like the eye sockets. Like there's something, like if they feel like if they stared at your eyes long enough, they could drift into like an ocean, like an abyss. Like there's something here with like the deep sea and you looking kind of edgy. Edgy is just a lack of a better word. It's like this intensity, this depth to you that's like the ocean. You know, it's vast. Who knows how deep the ocean is? And that is what they're getting. And so really the ocean and the cosmos, the universe, is connected. So it's like, how vast, how deep is the ocean? How deep is space? Maybe space is water, you know? So when they see you, it's almost like they feel like maybe at a certain point they got a really good like glance at you. Like you guys were able to really stare at each other, because it feels like the eye contact was strong enough for them to kind of do this Like it was strong enough to kind of say, if I stared at them long enough, I feel like I would pick up on something else. And I think they did slightly pick up on something else. This person could even be intuitive, or I'm getting that you guys have some sort of intuitive energy, a passed on loved one possibly protecting you guys, or maybe you guys have a passed on. I don't know if they know this or if you shared this, but there's something about looking at you. It's almost like the eyes of 1,000 ancestors, like the voice of 1,000 ancestors. There's something old or ancient behind you. And I don't know why or how this person is picking up on this, unless they have some sort of, you know, strong intuition themselves. Everyone does, but to actually be tapped into it is a different thing. This person could be tapped in a bit where they can feel that, but you have a story and this person wants to know it. And that is the energy. So the charms you have are the 2 dolphins. So that's my soulmate, dolphins, soul tribe, soul family. And that's abalone here. So yeah, it's the moon, the water, you know, it's very intuitive. It's mysterious. It's the unknown. So there's still so much more to uncover about you, but they definitely feel like you have a nice work ethic. They feel like you work hard. You do a lot. Like there's a lot of multitasking. You know, you're going in different directions. It's almost like they feel their first impression of you is like you want to rest. Like it's nice to see you calm, but then you're on the go. Maybe you're being caught and going in different places. Maybe this person's just watching you move around, or maybe you can jump from different subjects with conversation, because it feels like a lot of like you're calm and then it's like active movement. And then you have the pig is here, which makes me think of Charlotte's Web. You have something, they think you're adorable. And then the owl is here for wisdom, so they think you're wise, graceful, wise, H&H. There could even be something with creativity, fashion, something with fashion. They could have be acknowledging what you're wearing, thinking about the way your hair was, your makeup was, the way you were dressed. It's like they really got a good look at you, a good vibe. But an intense vibe. Like there's something more to your surface level that you were, you know, your persona. There's something different. 1212 is what I'm hearing. Brief. They see you as someone who's victorious, someone who's been through a lot and has came out untouched, unscathed, but yet graceful, regal, but with the wisdom of like a wounded warrior, Chiron. Yeah, so you guys, but we have Frida Kahlo energy that keeps wanting to come through. So she's the artist, the painter, the creative. She's independent, but she, maybe they may think you're bisexual. I don't know. Or you're iconic. You're unique. You could be your own muse. Your pain or the things you've gone through, you could be your own muse. You could be creative in some sort of way, but icon. I'm hearing Icon Living by Jaden Smith. Yeah, so they see you as someone who could be an icon. Okay, but the owls also make me think of the wisdom of the ancestors. Dolphins are very playful in nature, so they could have gotten a quick glimpse of you being playful, which makes me think of the bees a bit. So it's like a honeybee. They see you as like the mother bee, like you are the queen bee in a way, but at the same time, it's like you know how to work within a team, or you do well with talking about different different subjects, or maybe even talking to different types of people. They're able to get a good view or opinion of you, but they feel like there's something more. You could have even talked about a transformation, something you've gone through, like the old you and who you are now. So that's a take on that, you guys. Sending you love. Comment down below. Let me know how it resonates. And we're moving on to option 2. Option 2, you guys have the dice. Roll the dice. Let's see. We have number 1, leadership, new beginnings. All right. Why am I hearing break the ice? I've been getting that so much. Let Me Break the Ice by Britney Spears. So first impressions, this person wanted to break the ice, or they felt that you wanted to break the ice. So there could have been like a wanting to speak or say something, and then initially, and then being able to actually do so. So let's see what's going on here. Option 2's first impression of them. The star card pops out like right away. Yeah, definitely. It's like light beam, light holder. You had some sort of aura. They're showing me like those stages with the spotlight. You had an aura about you. that made you seem like approachable, but yet unapproachable. It's like everybody wanted to, everybody hear that? So this person may think that you had a lot of people wanting to speak with you or say something to you, or you could have had a lot of people drawn to your energy. There was something about you that glowed. I'm hearing mystified. Interesting. But there's something about you that was like a light beam. And ironically, in this star, we have the spaceship with the light. It's giving prototype, Andre 3000. It's giving Roswell, the original Roswell, from the late 90s, early 2000s, I think. Roswell. There's a light about you. Yeah. It could also be the way you communicate could be quite unique as well, but they find you to be something out of this world, quite alien-like, supernova. I'm hearing cosmic girl, 𝐻𝑚𝐻. I'm hearing what is that song? Beyonce's, what is it, alien something? Yeah, so it's like you are definitely giving cosmic energy. They're even making me think of one like Janelle Monáe when she first came out, and she had that whole kind of galactic robotic kind of energy. So it's like this kind of like supernova girl. You're a supernova girl, supernova guy. There's something about you that is otherworldly. That's their first impression. Like, they want to pick your mind. They want to see where your mind was. Your thoughts were on different situations or topics. They feel like you were analytical, like you process things well, like, but you had a different type of view of things. Your perspective is different. Your perspective could have been quite different from theirs. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, wisdom and wealth, but yet you held some sort of wisdom within you. This person could have even felt like maybe you were the type, yeah, strength. Here we go. This person could have felt like you, it's like they saw you in this light, this aura. They had this preconceived kind of like thoughts or opinions of you, right? Assumptions. And by the time they were able to actually speak to you or actually hear you speak, it's almost like the way they initially saw you and felt like kind of like perceived you, by the time you opened your mouth to speak or to share your thoughts, it kind of took them like off a bit, like off guard a bit, because it's almost like they saw this ethereal kind of weird energy and they didn't know how to quite match what that would sound like or how that person would think. That sounds weird. But it's like then they hear you they hear you speak or they hear your thoughts on a situation and they're like, oh, this person's, they're wise. You know, like they're quite okay, they're intelligent. Okay. And then all of a sudden it's like you start dropping knowledge or you start dropping weird facts or knowledge about a certain situation. Like then it's clicking to them like, oh, this person, they're worth listening to is what I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing they could have felt like you were just this kind of like ethereal, because I keep getting like a fairy, like something just kind of, you know, kind of in its own world, laid back, lighthearted. And then all of a sudden you share something that you've been through or share something that you understand. And it's like, oh, wow, that person's strong. I didn't know that person, like, wow, they've been through some things. Or, oh, wow, they're speaking up on behalf of people who've gone through this. Like, that's so cool. Like, that, where you initially go from just being this light, kind of unique being, has this aura about them. Once you speak, it's even more intriguing or enticing. Like, I'm hearing gain of respect. So this person may have gained some sort of respect from their first impression of you. Shapeshifter. Yeah, it's like they see you in two different lights. It's like there's this kind of ethereal star being. It makes me think of starseed energy. I don't know if this person is able to pick up that you're starseed or if you connect with that. It's like this star being, star energy, right? Shapeshifter. And then there's the human side, the 3D, you know? So this is literally a shapeshifter. And taming the wild, the beast within, right? But this says courage and desire. So I definitely feel like there's two different sides to you, and they somewhat picked up on that. They saw that. They saw that. Two different sides of you. And you guys are giving off like spiritual, like there's something about you that feels like otherworldly. And they can pick up on that, like a subtle kind of energy, like picking up on like something's, I don't know why they're showing me FKA Twigs, but I don't know about you guys, but personally, when I perceive FKA Twigs, like I see and understand that she's a soul being in a human body, but there's something that looks otherworldly about her, just physically. And then when you hear her music, it's like, yeah, you're channeling something. And she's definitely giving star seeds, fairy, some sort of galactic planet energy. And I also get that when there's certain artists that I get when I see them, I'm like, yeah, you're not from, you're from this planet, or you're from, you definitely haven't always been, had reincarnations here as a human. Like, you've been on other planets. And this is what this is giving. Like, you're otherworldly. That's really as what it's giving you guys, otherworldly. That by the time you spoke up or you share whatever you had to share, it was very grounded and logical, and you dropped some knowledge, you dropped some wisdom, like you dropped some gems. And this person was kind of thrown off by it. I'm also hearing that their first impression is that you could have been wealthy, or that you are wealthy, or you are well-to-do in some sort of way. They feel like you have some sort of wealth, whether that's a wealth of wisdom, like knowledge, a wealth of money, like an abundance of money, or a wealth, or wealth of health, a wealth of spirituality. There's something that you have accumulated. It could be multiple things. And they feel like this has helped you to seem advanced or leveled up, or even out of this world. They feel like you are a portal, or like about portals, or you walk through a portal. There's something about you, because we have the Five of Cups and it says atmosphere portal. And then we also have the star, good fortune and hope. And it's like crossing you can cross state line. Like, it's certain places have portals, right? Roswell kind of energy. And then even this is a portal, Ace of Pentacles. And then her eyes, she's a shapeshifter. And shapeshifters are usually found where? Near portals. So there's something about that. Someone could also have some sort of like, I don't know why I'm getting like galactic beings with indigenous, like, how they say some of the indigenous people had connections to galactic, beings, knew where they were, which is once again taking me back to Roswell. So this person could even feel like maybe you are a shapeshifter. Yeah, so thrown out there, but maybe you give off that vibe that you just shift, you change a lot. It's like they don't know how to quite where to place you. Like, they can't put their finger on you completely. You're mysterious to them, but not, what is the word? Is it dichotomy? Like, there's something else here, and they can't quite put their finger on it. Okay. Yeah, it's funny we have Hermit coming out, because Hermit came out for option 1. So they feel like you tap in, kind of like these foxes. You go within, you retreat, you go in hermit mode, They're showing me a bear. Like, you go into isolation mode to rest and to feel nurtured. You may actually talk about that. You might share that, like, oh, I spent a lot of time alone to reset. And then we have the Knight here. And the Knight is loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor. So they could feel that chivalry isn't dead. They could feel that you're loyal to whatever you were speaking about. It could be family, it could be legacy, inheritance. It could be something about your upbringing. There's something that you're loyal to. It could even be fur babies with the Strength card coming out. Sometimes I think of fur babies, but they find you to be someone who is hopeful, optimistic, yet logical. So it's like you try to weigh out, like the optimism as well as logical responses. They could find you to be kind of like dreamy with the Star card, and the hope, and then the romance and loyalty. They could see you as someone who wears heart, shaped glasses, heart-colored glasses, or rose-shaped colored glasses, whatever the term is. They could see you as being a lover of love, or a hopeless romantic. Or when you speak about something that you love, there's a difference within your energy, which gives off shapeshifter. Like, how do they go from being this kind of ethereal to stern, talking about something serious, to all of a sudden going back into this kind of ethereal, magical, lighthearted energy? Or dreamy, just maybe you're dreamy. Yeah, you're dreamy, because I'm hearing Tiffany, where she had, New York, where she says, you're a dreamer. You like to dream. And maybe this person feels that way. You're a dreamer. You like to dream. But there's something that could be quite charming and romantic about you. Your eyes could be quite charming. There's something about you that's charming. Yet, I'm hearing an enigma. Like there's something unique about you, where I want to say mysterious, but that's not the word. There's something else. They're also showing me Mystique, X-Men. So in a way, this person sees you in a certain light, but they feel like there's a different side to you, almost like you're a Gemini, or yeah, they just feel like there's something more to you. For some of you who are asking about someone who could be a romantic interest, I felt like this person definitely thought about offering, giving you an offer or speaking to you more. They're definitely intrigued. You have their attention, and they definitely have thought like, what if I ask this person on a date? They could be thinking about that. So that's for those of you who are asking about someone who's not like a family member, or not, someone who you could or would entertain in that way, or you get what I'm saying? Just take it how it resonates. There's that. Let's get some charms. Yeah, we have the butterfly transformation. So in a fairy, exactly, you're giving fairy vibes. Fairy. Yeah, fairy. Fairy, I think Fairy Love by Quinn. Quinn, there's a singer named Quinn. I think she has a Fairy Love. And then Jhené Aiko has Fairy. That song, what is it called? Anyways. Wings, they could feel like you're an angel. Touched by an angel, another show. Or you have some sort of connection to angelic beings, because we have a wing here. We have a fairy, so you could have a connection of fairy elementals. We have the letter H. We have an 8, the number 8. And we have the crescent moon with the crystal. So definitely some sort of enchanting energy about you. The pink cat. Yeah, you're like, how they talk about black cat energy on TikTok? Like, oh, she gives off black cat energy. The strength card is the feline, So its back is turned. This little pink cat, its back is turned. So you are giving kind of black cat energy. Like you're here, you're playful at one moment, and then you just kind of retreat, and you go about your business. You're independent that way. You're always kind of like, I'm hearing unattainable, unbothered, because even fairies, if you try to, you can't catch a fairy. Like it's like you're trying to catch a butterfly. It's hard. They just keep fluttering and moving on. If you see it, great. Be in that present moment, in that energy to experience its magic. But once it's gone, it's gone. It's like if you try to catch it or hold on so tightly, it'll wiggle its way out of your hands. Or you won't be able to catch it. You're not fast enough. And that's what it's giving with this butterfly and this fairy. And then the cat, the black cat energy is very much like that. It's like, yep, you see me, you can't have me. The black, it's like cats will only come over to you if they want to come over to you. And that is what this is giving. So, yeah. And then we have a bike. So they could see you as someone who's balanced. We have a bike and we have a truck. So they could see you as someone who's like on the go, or like you're forward focused or thinking, or forward focused moving, because everything is talking about moving, like the wings flutter, they move. You have 3 winged charms here. The bike is moving forward. It makes me think of E.T. Phone Home. There is something about galactic beings here as well. H, hate. So they could feel like maybe you had some haters. They could have felt like maybe there was someone around who had kind of given you a side eye, whether you knew that or not. But you're strong. They see that you have a strong belief in yourself. Your hope is strong, and you're courageous. It's giving the lion from the Wizard of Oz. Like you found your strength, your courage, and your hope. And maybe a lot of people don't like that. We also have the infinity symbol, and the 8 is the infinity symbol. So yeah, it's like you took it. I'm hearing, yeah, that Princess Nokia Sugar Honey Iced Tea song where she says, I took a chance, so fuck it, or something like that. Like I took it, like you can talk all that mess, but I took a chance. Go listen to that song. So somehow this person's first impression, they could view other people as like maybe, or could just sense that not everyone like is viewing you in the most positive. Maybe it's just simply because maybe one person rolled their eyes at you, or sit something under their tongue, you know, or suck their teeth. I don't know. There's something weird about that. So this person sees you as a star. They actually see you as someone who's strong and a force to be reckoned with, and they feel that you're going to go far in whatever it is you do. So, but I'm hearing you're a wild card. So it's like the Uno game. Like it's like you're the wild card. They don't know what to expect from you. So, and that can be exciting to some. So that's what I have for you, option 2. Let me know how it resonates down below. Option 3. Option 3, you guys have the sodalite lapis lazuli like charm necklace. How does the person in your mind, like their first impression, like how do they view you? What was their first, you know, thought or view of you? You guys have the prostitute and the slave. Whoa. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. I'm hearing I won't settle, I won't sell out. Okay, we have slave, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Okay, so you guys are good at surrendering, but not surrendering your values and morals and codes. So it's like, you know how to be present and how to work with others, how to be a team player. They can see you as someone who may even have faith. Maybe you shared something about your beliefs or faith, but they see you as someone who's like, I want to say people pleaser, but not in a bad way. So I'm trying to find something else. Like you can be accommodating, but not so much to the point where it messes you up, like it throws you under the bus or it takes from you. So it's like you can pour a little bit from your cup, but your cup won't be empty. So it's like you give so much and then you back off. So maybe at one point you were a people pleaser, I don't know, but this energy here is accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So it's like I'm all in, but not to the point where I'm gonna have to sacrifice myself or do something that I don't feel is right, you know? So, you're invested, but you're not a slave to it. Yeah, the moon, illusion and fear. Look at that, and it's theater. Theater de Luna, yeah. Ooh, atmosphere portal. This card always makes me think of Mulan. When will my reflection show who I am inside? And this is her looking at her reflection. So I don't know if they saw you looking at your reflection or if you mirrored something, because you know we're all consciousness interacting with consciousness. Think about that for a second. We're all divine consciousness interacting with divine consciousness. Whatever, you know, frequency we emit, like it comes back to us, you know, or even unresolved things can come back to us. And I don't want to say that like just anyone you meet is a reflection of you, but often there are a lot of people who reflect certain things about ourselves or certain things we've been thinking about or entertaining sometimes, okay? And this person, their first impression of you is that there was something about you that mirrored them. Whether it's something that they wanted to be like, something they want to do, or something that they had experienced that you had experienced or are experiencing. Oh my God, same cards are coming out. Ace of Pentacles, wisdom and wealth. So there's something that you mirrored. It's like, I feel like this person wanted to offer you something. They wanted to give you something. Whether it feels like an actual gift, like they want to give you something. This person could feel like you are, would be beneficial to their community or tribe or yeah, like your other people they know would, it's almost like they're saying, I wonder how so-and-so and so-and-so would think about this person or what their take would be on them. So, let's see. Option 3. Yeah, 5 of Swords, discussion. See, it's almost, they may have had a discussion with you with others, but it's almost like they're processing like, I wonder what these people would think. Like, so You may have said something, I'm hearing controversial. You may have said something, yeah, the Tower, breakdown, shock, Time, magazine. So I don't know if you guys work with this person or if there was like an interview, because this makes me think like a table, like a talk about a worldly matter, or a talk about like an article. This could be a podcast. I don't know. This person could even feel like you would do well talking about things like this. But yeah, there could have been talks about worldly events or something like that. I don't know. This person, to be honest with you guys, to be completely honest, and you take it how it resonates, you know, this is their first impression. Doesn't mean that it's correct, because it's their first impression of you. There's a darker energy here, which is giving like dark goddess, dark feminine, dark masculine, dark god. It's nothing bad. It's just the more edgier, darker layers, the unseen, the unknown, maybe even a little bit of pain here. We have 5 and 5, which represents change. 5s represents change and transformation. So their first impression of you is that you could have been going through a change, or the world could even been going through a change. Like maybe there's something significant happening at this time, or you could have even been an omen of change. Like when they met you or spoke with you, then some things just start to change. So there's that. I'm hearing you caught the world by storm. So like you took them off guard. Yeah. It could have been something you said, but I'm hearing smoking mirrors. And yeah, it's almost like there's an illusion. I'm hearing Maya, and maybe someone's name is Maya, but the word Maya means illusion in Sanskrit. So it's like something like a smoky mirror illusion. They're showing me like the theater, like with this theater here and this mirror, it's giving an illusion. Like, you know, think about Disney, or think about the Haunted Mansion, when the mirrors, like the paintings, it's like they're here, and then all of a sudden the eyes move. You know, it's giving like there's something kind of everybody's getting the word mysterious, but that's not really, yeah, it's there, but it's giving like a prop. Like, you know how like on FX they have like the makeup shows for movies and films, where people do all like the really cool like makeup that can really transform the way someone looks, you know, like into an alien or to whatever, like a sci-fi kind of energy. But it's giving like some sort of illusion that would be done for a movie or for a show or for a performance, maybe even for a ride, like an amusement park ride. Like there's something about effects. Yeah, effects, special effects, graphic effects, like some visual arts, visual effects. Because it's like in a movie where it's like, okay, we got to make this look like this is going to explode. And then we have judgment, another curtain call. So there's something about drawing back the curtains. Their first impression of you is something with curtains, something with like theater, arts. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe they think you would be a good actress, a good actor, a good designer of some sort. That's not for everyone, but the star is showing up here twice. So someone could think you're into magic. Maybe it's like you're putting up smoke screens. They could feel like maybe you're putting up smoke screens with them, or they could think you're into magic. Yeah, this person could, their impression of you, their first impression of you could be that you are a wizard, a witch, or you practice some sort of something, or you connect with the occult, or you follow the moon's cycles and rhythms, or yeah, it's something there with that. But there is something within the conversation or whatever this is that they felt like they didn't know how to quite grasp the information you were giving. There's something with communication. It threw them off. And I'm not necessarily getting good, but I'm not necessarily getting bad. This feels like a discussion, and it wasn't just you and them. It was some other people there, but they're trying to figure out, it's like maybe your take on it had them quite shocked. Like, I didn't think about it that way. Or I didn't know that. But they're not quite able to pinpoint you or put a finger on you. Because in this mirror, you see how she looks kind of like, you see one part of her where the light's shining, the other part is dark, and there's this smoke in the mirror. And the moon is making me think of like nocturnal energy where it's dark, but the light is illuminating her. It's like they're trying to figure this out. They're trying to figure you out, trying to kind of mentally break you down. Not in a bad way, but just trying to like figure you out. And they're not able to. Yeah, so but what's crazy is they feel like, I wonder what this person would think about them. Community, 10 of Cups, contentment. So they feel like maybe you got along with everyone, you know? But at the same time, they feel like there's something it's like changing about you. Maybe this had to do with a deal and you weren't willing to settle for some sort of deal. I feel called to get another card. Hold on. Like this is, yeah, companion, loyalty, tenacity, and selfishness. So it's like maybe you stood up for someone or something. You were talking about something. Yeah, vampire. Yeah. Talk about the night, nocturnal, right? So makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. So you could have had a conversation about like things that were hurting the world, things that were hurting you or hurting others. It could even been within a business. Like, this is what's not working, or I don't like that this is going on. This could have been like an open conversation about the world, and everyone had like they had to put their 2 cents in. And when it finally got to you, you had some sort of, you said something that made people kind of like, I'm hearing Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. So it's almost like you're such a good mirror that they couldn't quite pick up on you, but they were able to really process the way they were thinking about things. So it's like they were trying to read into you, but instead you kind of switched it around and had the mirror on them. So with whatever you shared or whatever you did, it made them think more into like, why did they feel that way? Or why did they say the things they said? Or, you know, it made them kind of question some things. So that's a true magician right there. Someone who can, I'm hearing deflect. Like you were able to, it sounds like intuitively you picked up on it's like a vampire. Like an illusion. You know how they can kind of draw you in or get you to see something different? I'm not getting that you're negative. I think you have some sort of way of, when people try to project or assume things about you, you're able to kind of like somehow reflect it back to them, you know? So I don't know if you have some sort of like protection spell over you or some sort of like aura that you envision, but it feels like it's almost like you have like you're walking with a mirror, like you have a mirror on you. And where this person was trying to dig deep into you and process you, it's like instead, the more they try to process you, they process more themselves. They start to look more into themselves. So it's kind of like a trippy kind of, I don't know why they're showing me Alice in Wonderland, but you have a trippy kind of energy to you. And when they think of you, this is what I'm hearing now, when they think of you, it's almost like, it really made them process more of like, kind of the show they were putting on. Wow. So they have you or had you on a pedestal, on a stage. They were watching you. And it's like this performance through them because it made them process themselves. Like, okay. You know, so that's quite interesting. We have the Eiffel Tower here. I just heard landmark. Something unique. We have, yes. My dog sighed, one of my dogs. Yeah, I think we have the saxophone here. And we have the letter T, the number H, which is abundance. We have a lollipop, which has a maze, like this little like spiral. And this looks like a spiral. So there's something that's kind of hypnotizing about you, or you're maybe even something hypnotic about the way you speak. Maybe the tone of your voice, or maybe even your stare, because it's definitely giving vampire a bit. The vampire the good vampire who's aware of the negative vampires. And we have a sleigh ride. So They could have wanted to go on your ride. Like, whatever you're on, they wanted to be on, okay? Take that how that resonates. Like jazz. There's something jazzy here, because even this card makes me think of blues and jazz. So, yeah, it's like you have this soulful, kind of old, ancient energy. And there's this talk of boundaries. So they could have felt like you had boundaries. You had good boundaries, because whatever this is around you, whatever they were trying to assume, it kind of went right back, it shot right back to them. So yeah. Yeah, it says branded goods and supplies since 1982. So maybe there's something with like a business or a brand or marketing or sales. It could even been something that's been in progress, or something that's been set in stone for a while, something dated. There's something about a conversation with not just you and them, but like other people, and they just felt very taken in or drawn in by what you had to share in your energy, but whatever you said really made other people reflect. 82 is what I'm hearing. T8. Yeah, so they see you as someone who makes people kind of do the inner work. Very interesting. Third eye open. They feel like you would make for a good, like someone they would want to have a one-on-one with, or like a one-on-one podcast. Like this person would want to speak with you more, maybe even interview you more. I'm hearing one-man show. Like you're on stage and you're just this one-man show. So it's real like they really want to dive deeper. They want to know more about you. But there's this blues kind of soulful energy. There's something about you that's giving like the charming but real talk kind of woman at an old club or an old bar, and they're smoking a cigar and they're singing, and you know, and when you speak to them, it's like they have all this knowledge and wisdom to share that it makes you kind of reflect onto yourself, and when you look up, they're gone. It's kind of like, wait, where did they go? Shocking. Yeah. It's made me think of 𝘧𝘪𝘱 and her red dress with Fred Astaire. I'm trying to remember what movie that is, but it has that energy, but think more kind of like, I don't know why they're showing me Andra Day, but think Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald. Maybe there's something with your voice. Maybe you like the sound of your voice, but you're giving like old blues, jazz kind of energy. That there's this beauty to you, but the soul and deepness to you, and whatever you shared made them reflect, or not just them and others, on themselves. Man in the Mirror, Michael Jackson. It's giving Sade. That's what it's giving, Sade. It's giving Sade, how Sade disappears and then she comes back, and whenever she speaks, you listen, because she doesn't do a lot of interviews. You know, she it's like when you enter a room, people listen, but it's mysterious. They can't quite, it's like they don't know everything about you. They want to know more about you. Yeah. And those who do know you, it's like a blessing that they know you. And these people are aware of it. So that, you know, it's almost like they gave you a little bit more than just this person's views of you. Yeah, because they're playing Idlewild, and that's jazz blues. So there's something about jazz and blues here. What is her? Jasmine Sullivan. They're showing me Jasmine Sullivan. They're showing me now they're showing me Jennifer Hudson, but they were really showing me Jill Scott. So there's some, maybe poetry emotion, like their poetry emotion, like there's something about you, and yeah, poetry emotion. Sade, it really is. So that's a good compliment in my opinion. But it's giving you come in and you disappear like that. You come in, you share a message, and then people wonder like where you are. And it may be that maybe you're unreachable, maybe you don't have social media, but if you do have some social media, maybe you just don't like share everything, and people want more. It's like people want more. I'm hearing Give Me More by Britney Spears. Like people want more. When you come in, they want more. They're showing me Alicia Keys, like her first 2 albums. Is it Samson Man? I can't remember. She had some sort of song on there, and I'm hearing Dragon Days as well. Yeah, so it's a kind of like laid back, down to earth, but kind of smooth, jazzy energy. So music could be involved. Maybe someone's a musician. Maybe someone plays an instrument. Maybe there's talk of that, but Man in the mirror, talking about the world and how you can be better, how you can do better. That is the energy. They feel like you are that type of person. That's their first impression. A friend of the world. A friend of the world, but also a friend to none. That's weird. It's made me think of Michael Jackson a little bit, like a friend of the world, but also a friend to none. Or are you? They just don't know you. Like there's this persona, almost like this character. We had all this theater film, this character of you, but who are you actually? Because in the conversation, you have the mirror flipped on everyone else. So that's what I have for you, option 3. If you like this reading, please feel free to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Yeah, 555 when I said that. Sending you guys love. Have a good one.